Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Queerful Considerations. I'm your host, JT, and you may notice that there's something very, very different about this week. I know it hasn't been weekly, I've been very busy. Something very different about this week, you'll notice, is that I'll be drinking mezcal tonight instead of Scotch whiskey. No, actually the difference is, you may notice that we are in a Modern Masters 2015 8-4 draft. Still doing an 8-4, and this is a little bit ballsy, because I will admit I've never drafted Modern Masters before. You guys are going to see my very first Modern Masters 2 draft. This is going to be very interesting. I will also admit I didn't play any of Modern Masters 1. I just didn't have any interest, and I still don't really have a lot of interest in Modern, which is great, because it means I'm just getting to draft this set for pure value and for fun. Niv Mizzet. I was taking a glimpse at this normally to just see if there's any value. Yeah, he's worthless. Okay, so what else do we have here? Nothing else I see here is particularly modern playable. And it's okay, but let's see what we have. We have Fiery Fall, which is a fine direct damage. Arrest is fine removal. Nothing else in here is particularly great. Two of these guys. Telling Time is fine. Thrumming Bird is cool in that archetype. I'm not particularly fond of white, so I'm going to take this Fiery Fall here. As much as I tend to end up in white in every format, I think I'd rather be red-black, red-blue, anything other than the white archetypes. Bloodshot Trainee is okay. Dragon Soul Knight is fine, but I don't really see this as a domain kind of deck. Scion on the Wild, on the other hand, is pretty sick. Red-black Reassembling Skeleton has some really cool sacrifice shenanigans, particularly with something like Bloodthrone Vampire. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, as much as I like the Bloodshot Trainee or the Combust, and I think Combust is a cool sideboard card. I'm going to go with this. The Copper Carapace is also totally fine. Geez. Trainee, huh? Nah, it's a 4-mana 2/3. It's just a 4-mana 2/3. The skeleton is really hard to get rid of. Daggerclaw Imp is terrible. Rakdos Carnarium is totally serviceable. Cathodian, Vines of Vastwood, Soulbright. Sphere of the Suns. It just looks like cheating on my mana. I like cheating on my mana. Okay, it's the arcane version of Mindrat. Alright, yeah, I like cheating on my mana, and I'm going to be open to some kind of 4-color shenanigans or 5-color shenanigans. Death Denied, meh. Dread Drone. Dread Drone's fine. It's a big 4/1. The Gut Shot is also fine. Combust. Hatchling is tough. Hatchling is pretty tough. It starts out as a 2/2, and it gets bigger and bigger. I like it. The other option here is to go for some kind of Evolving Wilds, perhaps Gutshot. Gutshot's got a ton of target in this format. Fireslinger would not be bad if I end up in some kind of Gutshot. I'll play it in any deck. It's just free removal. Oh, these things are not great. Remand. Remand is probably worth a little bit of money. Wrap in Flames. Oh, that's good too. Let's see. Is Remand worth anything? Yeah. $1.61. Not gonna lie, that makes it very tempting to me. especially since I'm not sure I'm in any of this other stuff. My other option here would be Rapid Flames, but I want to take a land. Alright, Bloodthrown Vampire is exactly the kind of thing I want to see here. Rapid Flames is also fine. Calling Days is pretty bad. A lot of these blessings going around. It's going to be something to watch out for. Don't want any new messages. Alloy Mirror. Alloy Mirror is pretty good fixing for me. Dragon Soul, Rapid Flames. Wow, Rapid Flames everywhere. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this Alloy Mirror to start. See what we come back with. Gnarlid Pack. 2 mana 2/2 or a 4 mana 3/3, huh? Gust Skimmer is good. Sickle Slicer is very good. Sign in Blood is fine. I'm not sure that I'm black yet. I'm more likely to be black than anything else. But I like Sickle Slicer. It's just universally good. Thief of Hope. Well, this is removal here, so I'm going to take it. Clearly, the artifact deck is open. That thing's pretty sweet. Dragon Soul Knight, a 3 mana 2/2 versus a Carapace. I'll take a 3 mana 2/2 first strike. Waking Nightmare versus Soulbright versus Dusthunter Bat. I'll take a Dusthunter Bat. Love seeing a Combust come back around. I'm into it. I'd take another one for the sideboard, and frankly, I'd play this main deck. Rapid Flames seems good. Glad there was a lot of those rolling around. I think I'll take the foil Telling Time. And another Rapid Flames. So, I really do want a little bit more on the aggro creature front here. But I got some stuff. Dusthunter Bat can be a 2/2 flyer pretty easily. Necro Skitter. Well, that's pretty nasty. The Spellskite there is worth some money. Lightning Bolt. Wow. Etched Oracle. Well, guys, I'm going to check. Lightning Bolt's not worth anything, but I do believe the Spellskite is. Yeah, 10 ticks. I gotta take it, guys. I gotta take it. I'm paying for my draft here, although I do like the Necro Skitter. The Flare Husk is also totally serviceable. The Slaughtermaster's fine. Glinthawk Idol is fine. Let's see here. Is the Necro Skitter worth anything? Not a nickel. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to take that Spellskite. 10 ticks for an uncommon seems good. Is it worth splashing for the Infiltrator? Probably not. Berserker's pretty sweet. Bone Splinters is pretty sweet. Sickle Ripper's pretty sweet. Ulamog's Crusher, huh? That guy's good too. Kozilek's Predator. There's a lot of really good stuff out here. I'm gonna go for this. I don't really have a ton of red. I've got a little bit of red, and it's all splashable. I am cheating on my mana a little bit here. I'm gonna go for it. It's still a great card. Like, Savage Twister is just sick. I don't think it's worth anything. But foil, and it's one of those clear the board. Yeah, it's just good stuff. Electrolyze. I think Electrolyze is worth some money. This Swordsmith is fine. Soul Eater's fine. It's actually good in any color because of its tap. I mean, is it... Gorehorn Minotaurs is very good in the Bloodthirst. How much is Electrolyze worth? 3 cents. No, not worth it. So, do I Twister to clear the board? Do I Soul Eater to tap things, or do I Gorehorn? I gotta take the Twister. It's just too good. Glass Tusk Hulk is fine. World Heart Phoenix is pretty cool. Soul Stoke. I don't think I have any other elementals right now. Thief of Hope. Man, none of this stuff is very good. Can't play the Rebuttal. Can't play the Sunlance. Rune Servitor. Could play a 2/2 for 2. Or I could just Sign in Blood. I mean, Sign in Blood gets there a certain amount of the time, right? Overwhelm. Whoa. Fireslinger is solid. Sickle Ripper is solid. Got another Crusher. I'm going to take the Fireslinger here. It really enables what I'm doing. Although the Gut Shot is also quite good. It's tough to say. Tough to say. I'll take the Gut Shot. Inner Flame Igniter. That guy's good. 3/3 for 6. Bone Splinters, Nameless Inversion. Do I want to count on getting a 6 mana, or do I want to just take the removal spell? I think I just want to take the removal spell. Grim Affliction or Minotaurs? Grim Affliction or Minotaurs? This guy's not a concern. Grim Affliction or Minotaurs? I'm going to take the Minotaurs this time. I passed them last time. I don't want to do it again. Wow. Rusalka is great. Carapace is playable. Destroy and Proliferate. What? Well, I'm glad that guy came back around from my first pack. Take him. Scuttling Death does not seem good. Ulamog's Crusher, on the other hand, seems fine. I don't think I'll be hustling it out anytime soon. So the question here is, do I take Mecha Warriors? Shrivel or Changeling Ghost? Interesting. I'll take the Shrivel. I may sideboard it. I can't say I'm thrilled with this deck, but hell, there's already a deck. It's kind of crazy. I have the Alloy Mirror and the Sphere of the Suns. None of this stuff is any good. I'm going to sideboard it. Yeah, tough. Sickle Ripper's fine. You know, the Rapping Flames is going to get my guys through a fair amount of the time. You get out of there. Man, just good cards in this set. That's a sideboard card. Not a bad one. Well, Leyline of Sanctity is worth some money. Blood Ogre is just a really solid creature. But I do believe the Leyline of Sanctity is worth some money. 2.5 tickets. What else do we got here? Demir Guildmage. I don't think he's worth anything. Question is, do I want him for this deck? I mean, black's easy enough. I can't really activate the blue all that easily. The blue is on the splash. The Blood Ogre is a 3-mana 2/2. It's a morph or better. I'm going to go ahead and take this for the sideboard, just for the tickets. Ooh, Spite Bellows, Bone Splinters, Dusk Hunter Bat, Wildfire. Wow. I think I need to take the Spite Bellows here. It's removal, and it's a big old creature. Bone Splinters also good. Dusk Hunter Back also fine. But Spite Bellows. Scavenger Drake is pretty sweet. Nest Invader also really sweet. Blood Ogre also great. But Scavenger Drake. Devouring Greed. I don't think that's going to be my ticket here. Nor that Phalanx. Nor the Soulbright Flamekin, really. Sphere of the Suns, again, lets me cheat on my mana. Versus Rune Servitor, sure, I'll take the Sphere. Jeez, terrible. Plagued Rusalka? Smoke Braider? Anything here worth splashing? Not really. I mean, that's probably the most splashable. Do I want the Rusalka? Or the Smoke Braider? Bone Splinters is good. I'll take it. Agony Warp is fine. I have a fondness for Bone Splinters. It was an Avacyn Sword, and I really enjoyed it. It's fine removal for that format. I don't think I need to start the Twister. Got a lot of cuts to make here. It's the Artifact deck, the Graph deck, Slaughtermasters. You know, Slaughtermasters I can activate a fair amount of the time here. Or I can just take another Gut Shot, or I can take an Alloy Mirror. I'll take a Gut Shot, just in case. Oh, look at that. Tukatung. Predator, the Wax Main, the Gut Shot. The Gut Shot. 4 Gut Shots. Well, I can certainly trigger anything I need to trigger here. Mm-hmm. I think that white double strike deck was open. I think the blue-black deck was open as well. But frankly, I don't know. I feel okay about this. I've got a million cuts to make. It's going to be tricky to pull it down. But I've got some good equipment. Decent equipment. Definitely playing the Sickle Slicer. Definitely playing Carapace. And just the question is, what am I splashing? If anything. I didn't really see a ton of support for the blue-green graft / proliferate deck. Saw some cards for it, but not the cards I would want to see to make it work. I was really hoping to go green early, but just didn't see it happening. Although we did see some green in pack 2. Alright. Let's group creatures separately. I'm tempted to run this. Hmm. 5 cuts, you say? I don't have enough good sacrifice targets, I think, for Bone Splinter. Combust in the sideboard. Hmm. Hmm. I like it. Got the Alabama and the Sun Sphere. That may cheat on my mana, so I think I'm just going to run it like this. Sort by color, combine groups. Yeah, should be good. Alright, I have no idea if this will work, guys. I'm going to go ahead and submit this deck, and yeah, we're giving it the old college try, Modern Masters 2015. This is Queerful Consideration. See you in round 1.